this episode of the Log Skidder Tractor Kubota build, we are going to be adding some auxiliary lighting to my Kubota tractor. So follow along and let's see how it's done. All right, I've got these Z-Moon LED spots or floods. I'm not sure which, but I think they were floods. Anyhow, I have these on my side-by-side and they work really nice. I've got them like safari lights kind of on brackets next to the windscreen, and they work really well for that. So let's throw these on. I'm going to use these as reverse lights. It's $20 for the pair of these. You really can't beat it. And I've had good luck on my side-by-side, which is probably going to take an equivalent, if not maybe more beating than this tractor here. Probably worse, I would say. Although you never know with me. Quality control has definitely gone down a little bit. That bracket's all jacked up. I think it'll be fine. If not, I'll send it back. This is the wrong one. I had to extend those wires, and then I put bullet connectors, a male and a female, on this, and I think we're ready to go bolt it up and make sure that the first one works. Oh yeah. All right, so I mounted these on an existing bracket here, kind of a guard, I guess, for the tail light, and then ran the wire down here. There was 2 wires, a positive and a ground, that came off the existing wiring harness that apparently serves the tail light and the flashers here. It's just kind of weird that they're on all the time. I mean, I guess it doesn't bother me. It might bother people if I'm ever driving down the road at night, but in all honesty, I don't know if I really care. It's probably illegal. Again, I don't really care. I know a bunch of people that have, actually I know 2 people personally, friends of mine, that have gotten hit on farm tractors, slow moving farm equipment. So if I have lights in the back at night on the road and they're shining in somebody's eyes and it gets their attention, I guess I really don't care. Anyhow, I'm probably going to wrap that in electrical tape and zip tie it up there and call it good. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, but let's do the light bar I want to show you here next. Alright, now for the main event. We have a LED light bar that is going to be mounted, hopefully somehow, to my ROPS system. So, that's about how it's going to mount. Now we just need to figure out how we're going to mount it to the roll bar. Alright, so what I came up with for a mounting bracket or situation here is I've got a piece of 1x1 steel tubing, and I'm going to weld these 2 pieces at angle to it, and from there I'm going to I'm going to mount my light bar up to this. So my light bar will be here. I'll put a hole here, and that'll be my 2 mounting holes on my light bracket here, or light bar. So let me get these welded, and then I'll show you how I'm going to attach this to the tractor. Get him, Figo! Oh yeah, that one ran right through the freaking fence. Good boy! Get him back in there. You got two of them, man. Go get him, Vigo! I don't know if you can see that on camera or not. Come here. Get him. Vigo, look. Get in there. Get in your fence. Vigo. You're supposed to put the other one in. You got 2 out of 3. Come on. Vigo, come here. Come. We're going in. All right, so to wire this, this light bar, you've got this wiring harness that comes with it, and this thing's pretty self-explanatory. So you got your battery, so you got your wires for your battery here, positive and negative, got an inline fuse, power comes into the relay and then out to the switch. And then when you switch that on, you will send power out of the relay and all the way back to your light. So basically, I don't know how much of this I'm gonna film because it's all just kind of tractor specific, the way you route it. The rest of it you really can't mess up. You just gotta get it from point A to point B. So that's a little bit to do with preference. And like I said, depends on your tractor model, how you would send that back to the light. All right, I wanna get this light bar mounted so I can see where it is going to end up, so I know where I need to get these wires to that I'm running. Alright, I see one lock washer. Where's the other one? That's what happens when you start a project and then come back to it a month later. But not to worry. That'll work. Get it pretty close to square. At the end of the day, it's a tractor, and it's my tractor, so it don't matter that much. Just like so. Yeah. I'll let those clamps kind of break in a little bit. They'll kind of start taking the shape of the roll bar, but that definitely needed to come forward to be. And I'll probably put one or two more here in the center eventually as well. I just want to get this thing kind of straightened out. Get the angle somewhat right now, and then mess with it again at night. Alright, I just want this final connection here to be like some sort of style of connector, blade, whatever you've got. I've got blade connectors right here, so that's what I'm using. Some people like them, some people don't. You can get like the weatherproof plugs if you're like crazy about what this turns out like, but I just want I want to be able to take the light off and swap it out if I ever need to and leave the rest of the wiring pretty much intact. It's really not a huge deal. And just got some heat shrink. Got that all taped up. Left a little bit of red there so I know which is which. Make our final connections. Come on. Alright. And I'm gonna wire tie this like so. And that'll hide that pretty good. I'm gonna wrap some tape around this, wrap some tape around these, then we'll go connect the battery and see how everything looks. All right, so real quick before I close everything up, let me show you what I did to route these wires here. The relay, I mounted right to this little radiator shroud here. It's still well away from the radiator, so it shouldn't get too hot. Then all the wires, or the switch wire and the wires to the light, I ran right up this metal piece of angle here. It's like a hood reinforcement, and then up to this existing wire loom and down basically to the well, I'll show you. That comes out right in this corner, so basically right down through here, and then you can see that there. And then I ran my switch. I actually mounted the switch over here. It was a huge pain to get it back in here, and the wires were just right, so I would have had to extend the wires and do a whole bunch of work to get this off. So for how often you're using the light, it really isn't going to be a big deal to have it that's weird. Must be when I hooked that ground or that positive up, I blew the fuse. I did hear something pop. I figured it was the relay, but let's see what we got. Should do it. You know, I'm an idiot. I don't know how I missed that. I think it's because usually I use the insulated ones, and I pop those together, and I wasn't even thinking that that's just metal to metal. That's positive to negative. So I taped that up, and I couldn't figure out why the fuse kept blowing. Hello? And when you need a mini roll of tape like I do right now, this is what you can do. Now we can fit right in between our two sets of wires. Long. All right. Whoa, there we go. That thing is bright. Can't even really look at it. Yeah, we'll check it out at night here. I got a couple little loose ends to tidy up. I got to get some longer zip ties and tighten this up, or tidy this up around the headache rack here. This wire. Make that look nice and pretty. What else? I got to tighten this up. That loosened right up. There it is. Glad I didn't lose the bolt. But yeah. That's sweet. Let's see how it looks at night, especially with a bale on the front. That's going to be the that's going to be the real test. All right, let's go out and check it out at night and see how it actually looks compared to what it used to. All right, so I'm standing in front of the tractor right now, and there's a bale on the bale spear, but this is what it looked like. So let me show you what it looks like from up on the tractor. You can't see anything. I literally had to drive with the bale all the way up in the air to get any light, which is very dangerous. You don't want your load or your loader weight up above the center of gravity of the tractor, because it makes it very tippy, top heavy. It's just it's an accident waiting to happen. So there, let's put the bale back down. But that is what that light bar, night and day difference. No pun intended, but now I can actually keep the bale at a lower height, at a reasonable height, drive in, put it in the feeder ring, pull out, do whatever I gotta do, and I've got full light. I mean, and I've got not just full light, I've probably got 45 degrees worth of light here. Crazy difference. So for reverse, this is what it looks like before. This is what it looks like after. Much, much better. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. But pretty easy project. There's not a whole lot to it. The wiring is pretty much a non-issue, even for a beginner. You might have to extend the wire in a little bit like I did, but very easy with some basic tools, and mounting, not a huge deal. So give it a shot, and I think you'll be happy with the results. So I'll catch you guys next time.